Avs.
Those are my chips.
Those are my chips.
That bad?
They don't smell great, man.
They've been there for probably like 2 months.
They've been there since you were in Winnipeg, I think.
Yeah.
In so many ways, I mean.
How are the mosquitoes?
23 servings per container, or 32 balls, 150 calories per ball.
Per ball?
I'm sorry. Uncrustable in every ball.
All right, that should be it.
Hello?
Dude.
All right, hold on.
Did we fix it?
We should.
Are we good?
It's coming through.
I'm assuming we're good.
All right, welcome into the DNVR Avalanche pregame show.
There you go. Tiff did the intro for me this
That
time.
sounded weird, too.
We got the three of us. Avs taking on the Anaheim Ducks. We were talking Anaheim team the Avs should beat. They just lost against Arizona. Don't want to say it's a must win, but they should probably win.
Yeah. The Ducks have lost 8 in a row. They haven't won since the day before.
The
They
Avs
came into-
bodied them.
Yeah. And you remember when I was, after that game, when I was like, hey, we'll see what the Ducks are really made of this year, because how do you respond to losing a game like this? Well,
Poorly.
not great.
Well, you get stamped like that. I mean, they got smacked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the Avs 8-2, and then
Yeah.
you're right. They didn't recover. I mean, that was a
And
downhill,
that's when you're looking for bright sides out of an Avalanche team, Avalanche season, for example. What has been kind of the liftoff of this stretch of winning games that they've had? They've won 7 of 9. They have points in 8 of 9. And they're 37 seconds away from having points in 9 of 9. And what started all of that? Losing 8-2 at home. So you have
right.
you
Two different
respond.
directions,
Exactly.
yeah.
So you have 2 teams that have gone in different directions following really embarrassing losses.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to continue that for Anaheim. And there's honestly no good reason that they shouldn't. There's nothing, there's no mitigating circumstance, there's no injury, there's no anything that is going to be the case tonight that should be like, well, this is a tough spot for them to be in. It's not. You just have to go beat them.
Yeah. I don't think it's complicated.
I agree. And then it shows you that 2 separate teams, right? 2 separate, sorry, I shouldn't say teams. Well, they are, obviously.
Yeah.
They are. 2 separate stages of their, right?
Yeah. Very different places.
Places is right. You know what I mean? One is you get smacked and you respond.
Yeah.
And the other one is you get smacked and you're struggling to respond because you're trying to find yourself as what you are as a team. And I think Crow came in there. Cronin did a good job to start. I think he's going to do a wonderful job. You know what I mean? And then it just takes time. It takes time. And then their leadership group has to figure it out. Just like the Avs back then, 5, 6, whatever years ago, they had to figure out. They had to get smacked and figure out how to get out of those things.
Look, no amount of coaching can give a team more talent.
No.
And I'm not saying Anaheim isn't a talented team. They have guys like Zegras. They have guys like Troy Terry, who's really struggling this year.
You picked 2 weird guys.
Yeah, probably the wrong 2 guys for this
You
year.
picked a guy on IR who I don't believe has a goal this year, and a guy that is struggling a ton.
McTavish, then.
Oh, yeah.
They have some talented guys there. They just
good
haven't
one.
put a team together yet, it feels like. So, a couple more years, we'll see who this Anaheim team really
That's
is.
my point. Yeah.
Right now, it's a team you should take care of. Not that complicated, especially when you have the McKinnons and Rantanens of the world.
Do they have Rantanen?
I mean, he's there.
Has anybody seen him in a while?
He'll pop off.
He's
too.
gotten space jammed.
He'll pop off.
Yeah.
Do they have milk cartons in Finland?
Do we have no cartons
he'll be there.
here?
They must still in schools, right?
Where? What's the last time you saw milk carton?
Oof.
I mean, I don't. That's true. I see milk jugs all the time. I don't know about a carton.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen they're like pint size and they're mostly used for like cooking. I think.
Well,
Could be making
is that milk or is that like heavy cream?
What's the difference?
I don't know.
This is why I don't cook.
The difference between those two teams playing hockey tonight is going to be covered in Big E's 3 keys, though. So, what do you got for us?
Well, let's start with number 1. Step on the wound, Ducks. We just talked about it. AJ just said it. They lost 8 in a row.
Not bad.
Not bad. Create chances down low. They struggle to keep pucks out of their net. They struggle with their reads, especially if you're down low. Forget about off the rush. I mean, the Avs are going to create off the rush. We know that. But go down low, create some stuff down there, and that's how you're going to hopefully step on the jugular tonight. 2 goals or under allowed. Avs are 11-0 when that's the case. So it's very simple.
Pretty good.
You know what I mean? Very simple. Keep it on there. Smart reads in the D zone, quick outs. Go play in the offensive zone. Don't mess around with your own end. Don't turn the puck over. Just go. If it's not there off the rush, get it deep. And I just talked about it. Go play down low. What's important tonight? Keep the power play streak alive. It does, and there's no. It's if you go back, what is it? 9 in a row now.
9 in a row.
Games in a row, and then we just talked about it. It should be 9 games in a row where they have points. There's a
Correlation
there. The French came out of me there. I was trying to find my SAT word. I couldn't get it, but. It's the Makar magic. Keep it simple. Shooting power play is a productive one. I don't care what people say about these 16 passes and everything, but you can make 38 passes and shoot the puck and something's going to happen, or you can make 1 pass and you shoot the puck, something's going to happen. So,
And especially with the Avs power play,
Yeah.
which doesn't, it's not complicated.
there is. It's driving me crazy. I finally, in my last video breakdown, I was like,
yeah.
nothing happens here. They pass it around the perimeter for 30 seconds, and then one of the best players in the world shoots the puck.
I saw that clip. Did you guys see that clip? There was 13 passes before the shot. I'm like, okay, it could have been 1 pass.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's the same thing. I mean, it doesn't it was nice. It was cute. Oh, wow, they passed the puck 13 times. But I'm like,
12 of those passes did absolutely nothing.
And they're between the same couple of players, and you're like, what's going on here?
you got the best player in the world up top there. You know what? Give it to him. Let
Yep.
him figure it out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And usually when he figures it out, is he part of the 9 power play goals? He's got to be part of it. He's got a stamp on it. For
Scored a few of them for sure.
Scored a few, Val
assisted
tipped
a bunch,
a few,
yeah.
probably 4. Well, I mean, it's not complicated. There's a common variable there. Number 8 up top. Very simple.
And you get the one the other day. McKinnon just blows one by the goaltender.
Yep.
He gets his first one-timer on net of the season. I don't know if that's actually true.
Probably not that far off, though.
It's probably not true, but also it's closer to true than it should be. And it goes in. There's not a whole lot complicated here. And I think the one thing that I would add to your power play point is you got to get Mikko going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's racking up points because he's getting secondary assists and stuff, standing around and making one of those passes to guys that do something dope.
Yeah.
But you want to see him. This is one of the premier goal scorers in the NHL. You want to see him shoot a little bit more, and not necessarily the cute stuff. The
Chip shot nonsense.
Yeah, the pitching wedge along the goal line. And last game we saw him just throw a backhand, where he could have easily shot it forehand, and then in overtime we saw him go with a forehand that misses the net, clears the zone, and turns into a goal the other way. Eventually, it's not saying it was his fault. It wasn't. But you're talking about one of the best goal scorers in the NHL. You want to start to feed that guy a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm okay with them running it through Cale Makar right now because Cale Makar is hot.
He just had one of the best months in the history of the NHL for a defenseman.
This is not me saying go away from that. No.
Finish if you're going to say what you're going to say.
Go ahead.
To your point, it feels like the Avs don't really know what they're doing on that side of the power play with him and Druin over there, and they're working Mikko in deep, and they just feel unsettled on that side of the power
You had a
play.
Jonathan Drouin one-timer.
Yeah. Where it's like, shouldn't that be Mikko?
And it didn't look bad. I was
I
actually
was
kind
going
of
to say it was pretty good.
I was kind of like,
It was.
well, does he have this in the bag? What's happening right
I've
now?
never seen it.
And But yeah, like when you compare that to what Mikko Rantanen has in the bag, you're like, come on, what are we doing here?
Yep. So
I would like to see that guy really get going tonight. It feels like he's been racking up some points, but quietly. We kind of talked about this with McKinnon. McKinnon delivered last game. It was hard to really complain about Nathan McKinnon last game. He drove the bus. There were some problems, some throwing the pucks into the middle of the ice to nobody, but he was really good. And then he delivered a big goal that arguably got them a standings point.
Yep. And McKinnon now points in the last 6 games, a couple of goals in there. You're seeing it start to come for him.
Yeah, 9 of his last 14 games, he has multiple points in them. So even when we talk about him struggling, Eric, did you ever struggle like that?
I would have loved to struggle like that.
Right? This is what I'm saying, man. It's
22 points in whatever it is. That's a season for me.
Yeah.
Good season back then.
That's 1 month for Kale, by the way.
It's Colorado's talent is so special that our expectations have gotten a little out of whack here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, it's keep in mind this is a team that has a power play goal in 9 straight games.
Yeah. So, and there's been a lot of, and like the power play has actually had like real problems in that time.
Yeah.
They've had bad ones.
It has produced in a way where you're just kind of like,
maybe it's not a problem.
I mean, isn't
Well, that's
the
why
point
they
of the
got
power
9
play to
games, right?
score?
So-
Yeah.
That's why I had a point number 3, Just keep being productive.
Yeah.
Keep getting AJ and I frustrated, but keep being productive.
If your power play keeps going 1 for 4 or better, who cares what it looks
Yeah,
like?
look, like, Eric and I can sit on the couch and quietly just
Complain.
Seethe about it.
Yeah, we can just like, God, this just doesn't look. Oh, they scored again. Like, great. I will sign up for that.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys, and the answer could very well be neither. They're both equal. But in y'all's opinion, is the East Coast road trips or the West Coast road trips more important? Assuming they're not playing divisional teams.
That's a good question.
I think neither, honestly.
Okay.
I always give you both.
Go the other way.
Yeah, but this time I don't think that there's one or the other that's more important. I guess more important because like if they're going to be fighting for the Kings at the top of the standings in the Western Conference, you would like to take points from them.
Marginally
in regulation.
better, yeah.
Yeah, like that's where you get your advantage, I guess. The little
Okay.
like the 5th tiebreaker of head to head or whatever.
Kings are hot though.
They've been real good.
They're about to not be. I'm telling you, the crash is coming.
I believe
Is it?
you.
Well, you called Vegas, or you did. One of you two,
It's
did,
him.
or both of you did.
Sim.
Vegas and who was it? Vancouver? No.
I mean, everybody was calling
Yeah, certainly
Vancouver. Yeah.
Vancouver.
But then they're back on. I mean, they're back on track, right? Vegas?
We'll see.
No, they got Big Z. Big Z.
See, they put him with Tyler Myers.
That's a big D.
The giraffe line.
Yeah, you have Chaos Giraffe. You have 2 Chaos Giraffes together.
You put your sticks like this, you cover a glass to glass.
You ever seen giraffes fight?
I have.
Yeah.
They smack their necks
Yeah,
together.
I saw it recently, and I was like, "That's just going to be those 2."
They got big tongues. I know that. At the zoo, they're man.
Oh, the giraffes.
yeah.
I thought you were talking about Myers and Zadorov. I was like,
No, not Zadorov. I don't know how big Zadorov's tongue
This
is.
is a Jamie Benn joke. I'm too stupid to understand.
No, the zoo. Like you bring your apple like
Yeah,
this, and
yeah.
they come in. And you're like, oh god.
You feed them like graham crackers at the San Diego Zoo. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
unreal.
I have a whole depressed giraffe story. I'll tell you guys off air someday.
What?
Yeah, it was sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Sucks to
even.
suck. You guys don't have a watch along today. You guys don't get to
Yeah, we sure
Sorry.
We'll probably forget about it in 5 minutes. That's how this stuff usually
Definitely.
goes.
There's no way we ever hear this story. This is not going to happen. All right. So, direction of road trip doesn't really matter that much. The Avs have 2 games in California ahead of them. I know there's no such thing as a good back-to-back. Is this as good as it gets for one on the road?
Yeah.
Being in Anaheim, in LA. They probably don't even switch hotels.
I mean, it's easy for me to say yes, but Eric should really answer this question.
No, you're
having,
right.
Having lived this.
It is the easiest by far in the West. It doesn't get any easier than that in the West. If you have no traffic, you're there within an hour after the game, and you don't have to go on the flight. You don't have to,
Yeah.
You know,
get up in the air and land and get on the bus. You just get on the bus, go there, different hotel. not a big deal. In the East, well, you see a lot of those. Like I said, you sleep in your own bed in the East. So you drive your own car. You play for the Rangers, you drive your own car to Jersey, you drive your own car to the island. You sleep in your own bed. Like, there's a big difference. But yeah, as far as back-to-back in the West, this is the easiest. You're right.
Good. Not as easy because this is the 8 p.m. game and tomorrow's the 6 p.m. game.
Yeah, that's a tough turnaround.
About 18 hours.
Does LA play tonight?
No,
I don't know.
5 days
I can
without playing.
look.
5 days.
Oh, is it 5 days?
Tomorrow
Okay.
will have been 5 days till our last game.
full rested. Love that.
But I tell you, when you play at 7 and you play tomorrow, it's 5 over there.
Why?
Yeah, it'll be 5.
I'm telling you, it's easier because you're not going to the rink in the morning. You're not. So the 5 o'clock is actually easier than later because you're not like, you know what I mean? Like,
why are the Kings been? Why did they sit around and spend a whole week not playing? They were already low on games played.
they haven't played in 5 because I looked it up like 3 days ago. That's all I know. Because I was like, I wonder the back-to-back how it's going to be. Is it 2 tired teams? And I was like, oh my god,
The opposite.
5 days. 5 days.
It's weird because we've seen, at least from an Avs perspective, Colorado has not done well
On the
the
rested
last
ones,
couple of
yeah.
years coming out of those 4 and 5 day stretches.
Yep.
They have not been good.
They get another one of those later in the year, too. Calgary coming off the All-Star break.
Another one like that.
Dude, Colorado's entire February schedule
It's
not great.
the Avs come off the All-Star break and get that back-to-back immediately.
Yeah.
And then Calgary, the Avs' second game of the back-to-back will be Calgary's first in like 9 days. It's outrageous.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, I got it.
So
right here.
all of this to say, win this game tonight against a team that
Yeah.
you should beat.
And then-
they are going with Prosvetov in net.
You get a free roll
Right.
tomorrow if you can win this one.
Yeah,
with
and then you
Prosvetov.
hope that Georgiev can steal a game for you tomorrow. And if
Yeah.
he does, you really love the road trip and you don't lament the loss in Arizona at all. If you lose this game tonight, tomorrow becomes a big game.
Yeah,
Yep.
see, Wednesday lost to Capitals Wednesday, and then their next game is
Yeah, it is the Avs tomorrow.
5 days.
Dude. What
4
would it
days.
be
Sorry,
like
4 days. 4
us
days. My
if we
fault.
had
4
a
days.
Wednesday to a Sunday?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't even know what... And it's about to get way worse because we're about to be every other day.
We're about to do like 7 shows in a row. That's the schedule
Yeah.
we have ahead of us.
Yeah,
So
it's true. Yesterday was our last day off till next Friday. I think.
Yeah.
Next Friday or Saturday?
Friday, yeah.
Next Friday. Cool.
So
And we didn't even have it off. We had to work.
yeah, true.
We went to Primo Hoagies and had some delicious hoagies.
That was
They
good.
were tasty. Not gonna lie.
I ate my leftovers as soon as I got home. Not as soon. It was later that day. But
My bets, I think, fell along with a lot of the things we talked about today. I'm taking the Avs to cover on this one. It's positive money. Anaheim's not a great team. Go there and get it. Taking Ryjo to get that power play point. We talked about the Avs staying hot there. Look at plus 350. Feel like that's just good money for a guy on the top unit, which why not have a go at it?
love this last bet.
And then the Avs to win the first 10 minutes of the game at
I
plus
love this.
185. Get out there early. Start right.
Yeah.
You know? They haven't scored the first goal enough this season. Go do it.
You know what they really haven't done much this season? They haven't had one of those like 2 minutes into the game, 1-0 lead.
Yep. Where they wire to wire a team, kind of.
Yeah, like they scored 2 minutes in, and then we'll see how the rest of the game
Sure,
goes.
sure.
But like,
Jump on a team.
Yeah, I really feel like we're this is 20 games. Holy lordy, this is the 22nd game of the season.
23rd.
This is the 23rd game of the season. I still continue to not count the Tampa Bay game in my head. I don't
Just
know
doesn't
why.
exist.
I don't know why. This is the 23rd game of the season. We haven't seen one of those yet. And
Yeah,
this is a
it's
team
true.
that can do that. So it's like, I'm feeling very specifically, I really want a Mikko Rantanen goal in the first 2 minutes of the first period. Not a lot to ask.
I did not one of my bets on the list, but I did also take Mikko to score first for the Avs. So
That would be awesome. Good odds?
it's okay. It's like plus 500.
Yeah, for that specific of a bet.
Yeah,
But plus 500 is plus 500.
exactly. Either way, whatever you're betting on, do it with Bet365. Keep your sports never ordinary. Head over there and use the DNVR 365 code when you sign up to get a bunch of amazing boosts. As always, you must be 21 or older, physically located in Colorado. And if you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER today. Look, Anaheim, I think over the last handful of years, this is anecdotal. I haven't actually looked at the numbers, but a team that has often been one that the Avs can handle.
They have blown them out several times.
Yeah. They found ways to win against them. The Mika overtime winner comes to mind a couple of years ago. They find ways to win games. A game started by Hunter Miska that he gets pulled, and the Avs still figure out a way to come back and win that game. Because the Avs won the game. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Why you gotta do that?
I'm just saying, even when they've had some struggles against this team, they found ways to be effective against them. So
There's
keep
teams,
that up.
There's teams. There's rinks. You feel good. It's true. You know what I mean? Like I told you last game, Carolina was my pet peeve. You know what I mean? Because I told you I didn't like the smell of the towels in the locker room. Smell like fish. So there's something weird. You know what I mean? It's true. So you get in there and there's buildings that you, and then the Avs the last 4 or 5 years or whatever it is, even back then, like Anaheim's always been a place where they felt good. You know what I mean?
Problem in Arizona.
They don't feel good there.
Yeah.
It's got to be something.
They make the towels smell funny.
It smells like Axe body spray.
I'm gonna get Craig Morgan on this.
telling you, here in Carolina, the towels smell weird, man. It's just, I don't know. Just didn't like that building for that.
That's a weird one. I'm
Yeah,
not going to lie.
But you have weird food takes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
Weird locker room takes.
If the arena tried to feed me something weird, it'd be all messed up. Be a problem. Yeah, I mean, look, I think after the incident, the Honda Center has to have a lot of glass ready to go.
After the what?
After the incident, the Arizona thing a few years ago.
Broke the glass, and they had to take like an hour
Oh,
to get
yeah.
a piece of glass that
They
fit.
didn't have one that fit. And Kyle Keefe is standing there going, that glass isn't going to fit. Then they put it up there and it didn't fit. He's like, I told you it wasn't going to fit. This is easily the funniest thing Altitude has ever done.
Yep.
There's nothing worse than that.
When it's an
Glass
extended break like
If you
that.
don't have the stuff.
The Avs have had a couple of those. The glass breaking one, but then the outdoor game where they delayed
Oh,
it
yeah.
12 hours.
Dude.
Ooh, that's tough.
I thought you were going to go with Darcy Kemper not being able to get his skates.
That was a nightly occurrence for a minute there.
Yeah, like it was like 3 games in a row or whatever. And I remember Bednar being like, what the hell?
I know, that's a tough one.
What's wrong with your skates? Anyway, any final thoughts about tonight's game before we wrap this thing up?
Yeah, assuming my clock is accurate, I can't believe we've bullshit this much through a pregame and we still have so much time before the game.
That's what happens when we actually start on time.
I don't like this. These new rules have got to go.
We need rules to keep you in check, AJ.
Yeah, that's what they're all for.
I'm unchained.
All of these rules that you see that get implemented should just be in parentheses saying AJ.
AJ. Rudo, AJ.
Especially AJ.
So it just says slackers. Encompasses everybody.
I was going to say, we're all on Slack, so
That's true. It's true.
I thought that's where you were going.
No,
My bad.
I'm just a slacker. That's all I got on that.
Told y'all it's Hallmark season. It has begun.
Oh God, I'm not ready. I wasn't ready before. I'm not going to be ready later. Let me just get through this month of nonsense between Hallmark movies and Christmas music.
Oh, God.
Out here struggling. All right,
music. No,
it's
thank
the
you.
worst. Can't stand it.
We can hate that together.
All right, hang on though. What if one of the best goal scorers in the league chose a goal song of "All I Want for Christmas"?
That'd be unreal.
Does he score?
Yeah, I said one of the best goal scorers in the league.
Yeah, so that doesn't mean he's scoring goals.
What?
So he's one of the best goal scorers in the league, but he also scores at a high rate.
Yeah. All right. If Austin Matthews.
You mean like all season?
Yeah,
or?
yeah, all season.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Not like
so it's-
the 1 month.
Yeah, no.
in the
So
Christmas
it's like
season.
playing in March or something.
Damn. Good. That would be well played.
That's what I'm saying.
I still think Artemi Panarin's needs to be "I Want Bread." Especially the part that says "Bring me a muffin" very, very loudly and intensely. Right after he scores a goal.
We're like one step away from like someone picking 55 as their goal song at that point.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know Schmidt? All right. How about the Badger mushroom song then?
No.
I don't believe
gotta
you.
sing
You
it.
definitely know the Badger song.
Okay.
Sing it.
55 or the Badger song?
Please don't sing.
I can't sing, so it's fine.
That's what I'm saying. Please don't do that.
The Badger song just goes badger, 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 badger.
No, I've never heard this.
How have you not heard this when you've been on the internet your entire life?
I don't know. There's something about internet music that I don't like, so I've probably
This is
always
like
stayed away from
old
it.
school, Newgrounds, E-Bombs World stuff.
I would definitely take the Trogdor song.
Vaguely, obviously know what you're talking
Dude, like half of our chat knows what I'm talking about. I guarantee it.
All right.
It's a very well-known pop culture.
What would be your song?
My goal song?
Yeah.
I Want Bread.
You?
my goal song?
It would not be a serious song. It would be something silly.
It'd be like Pon Pon Way 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 or something. No one knows what that is. That's okay. That's the point. I don't know.
Go with Numa Numa.
Numa Numa would be a good one. Chocolate Rain or something.
Oh, see, now you're speaking my language. Now you're speaking my language. Chocolate Rain would be...
But only the part where he moves away from the mic to breathe.
The visual of it. I'm not even talking about anything anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up the pregame. We appreciate all y'all hanging out with our nonsense.
What would be yours?
Oh, true. We didn't get yours.
Wait, you asked this question and now you're befuddled
You weren't
by
ready.
it?
I think I would have to go party in USA, you know?
This was
Miley
all-
Cyrus.
This was also
See, we're
in the
no,
back of my mind.
That can't be your goal song because that needs to be the national anthem they play before the games.
Okay, ice, ice, baby. Vanilla ice. All right,
I'm
going
here for some
ice.
vanilla ice.
But you would have to score and then do part of the dance.
Yeah. Let's see, it goes like twice a year towards the end of my career, so it's not a big deal.
It would still be twice that you have to stop and do that dance on
Yeah, that'd be
ice skates.
sick. Vanilla ice. Ice.
I want somebody to have Barbie Girl.
Oh, that'd be
That'd be good.
Yeah.
David Pasternak. He
Didn't-
loves
Yeah.
Barbie Girl. That should be
I'm a
We
Bobby
should see
girl.
if Jeff Skinner has already done it because he's the one that always picks the fun songs every year.
Anyway, we are wrapping up this pregame as puck drop. It's getting a little bit close now. We appreciate all of y'all hanging out with us. No watch along tonight, but if you're not coming to the bar, you missed out. It's a big watch party at the bar. There'll be one tomorrow too, so come down if you're local. We appreciate you, and we will talk to you after the game.
We all silly like the mayor.